Hey everybody, this is Father Sean for another episode of The Couch Chat. So we're here kind of with the last recap of the merger meeting, and that's basically what are the next steps. So we've kind of talked through all of that, how this is going to happen, and so we're into what's next. So what are we going to do next? And some of this has already happened. So at the merger meeting, it was kind of, here's what we think it is. Actually, we've accomplished some of the next steps. So we presented all of this to everybody, whether on the recordings or even people who were present, got some feedback, talked to pastoral council, talked to the staff as to what their sense of things were, how things went, and got relatively pretty positive comments. And so what happened next was then a letter was written to the Archbishop by me about asking him to do this, kind of the why. Basically everything I just presented that were just on these meetings, I included in a letter to the Archbishop, and that was sent November 9th of this year. So that made it to the Archbishop, and he needs to then discuss with the Presbyteral Council. So it's part of the church's law that the Archbishop, if he's making a change to the parish structure, has to communicate with the Presbyteral Council of the Archdiocese. And so the plan is for that to happen in February. The first week of February, the Archbishop will convene the Presbyteral Council and then consult them about this proposal. And then once he's consulted, if the Archbishop thinks, yes, this is the right move for these parishes, then and then he issues a decree. So that decree basically will state that these four parishes will be merged into the Holy Face of Jesus parish. A lot of the things we've mentioned about the whys, about kind of the whats, that'll be included in the decree. And we'll publish that decree to everybody, right? We'll include it in the bulletin so everybody can kind of read. It'll be a decree like any other thing. It'll have some legal jargon. So we might need to have a video to kind of explain, what does this mean? What does that mean? But part of the reason of having these videos and these meetings is so that everybody kind of knows what's going to be in there and what all those different things mean. And so part of that decree is there'll be a time period for people to ask the Archbishop to reconsider his decision. So people will have the freedom, the opportunity to say, Archbishop, could you reconsider this decision for reasons X, Y, and Z, whatever they may be. So there's I want to say it's 10 useful days it's called. I think that's similar to 10 business days. Not maybe the exact same, but 10 days basically. And then if the Archbishop comes back and says, no, we're gonna keep going with this decree, then that decision can get appealed to the Vatican, and there's a whole process for that. So that's basically kind of what'll happen next is he'll convene the Presbyteral Council, discuss it with them, and then hopefully we'll hear back pretty soon whether he gives the thumbs up or whatever else may be. Yeah, so part of that decree will be part of that decree will be naming one of our parish churches as the parochial church, and then the other three will be subsidiary churches. And so there's different aspects of what this means in the church law, and basically the same thing will happen at our four churches as they are right now. Right? If you want to get married at one, you can. If you want to have your children baptized at one, you can. If the funeral wants to happen at one, it can happen. Right? So for us practically, it's not gonna change anything, but it's just part of the rule of the church that one of them has to be declared that. And you think, well, why is that? And there's parts of the church throughout the world, and I think I mentioned this on a previous one, that I was talking to a priest from Tanzania, and in his parish growing up, there was something like 30 different worship sites, right? 30 different buildings used for sacred worship in the one parish. So basically one was named the principal church, right? Was named the parochial church. And so that one always had everything. And the other ones can have everything, but they don't have to, right? So the subsidiary churches, they can have everything that happens at the main one, but they don't have to. And I think a situation like that in Tanzania, where they can't do everything at every place, right? Maybe baptisms are at one and weddings are at another, and the main one has all the sacraments. For us, it's not like that, right? As long as our churches are maintained, as long as we have the people that are filling them, as we do right now, we'll keep having the sacraments there. And but that'll be in the decree, so I just kind of want to prepare everybody that it'll name one of our churches as the parochial church and the other 3 as subsidiary. But the sacramental life will continue as it is now, and it should be relatively straightforward. So just want to prepare everybody for what would be in the decree. So that pretty much does it for the recap of the merger meetings. That's kind of the information that's there, and we'll probably have more couch chats. And if it seems fitting to have another kind of meeting of people after the decree's promulgated, we can of course do that. But hopefully everybody kind of has a sense of what's happening, how we're going to do it, why we're going to do it, and feel free to scroll back through previous couch chats to look at those. And thanks for journeying. It's been a blessing, and we'll keep up with the couch chats. We'll just be talking about different things. So take care, God bless, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.